Hi guys, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be a different one today, as we're talking about something that's creepy and something that annoys me a lot. In society, we know today that is not a safe place. For everyone. It doesn't matter if it's neighborhood, city, a town, or country, anyone can do anything at the exact time and place. I know what you guys are gonna be thinking. What does this have to do with anything we all know? What's going on? Why should we be worried? Well, it's because of this guy.
A serial butt sniffer has been arrested once again after allegedly getting caught in the act. Khalees Crowder had been arrested and held on bail just 1 month ago before being charged again after his alleged creepy behavior at a Walgreens pharmacy in California. Crowder had a documented history of arrests for pervy behavior dating back to 2021, most famously getting caught in a video gaining millions of views captured by a TikTok influencer in 2023.
Yes, you heard that right. This guy sniffs women's butts. Just no words to say right now. Why the actual fuck would you sniff women's butts for no reason whatsoever? Like, this guy is literally down bad in a gross, disgusting way. Like, why would you even do that? This guy, as you can see, has no sympathy for them in that fucking video, and it's just pathetic on how this guy can just act like nothing happened. In the video, we can see her looking at books until he shows up to do the sick actions in this video. Before I show, this may be triggering for younger women, so viewers' discretion is advised.
I was in this corner for a while and I noticed the guy was staring at me. It felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. I couldn't tell if I was being paranoid or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual fuck? And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell? I don't know. What are you doing? I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me. So I decided to tell the front desk. He's a really creepy guy. He has like these red beads and he's like pretending like he's tying shoes and I think he's like smelling people. Maybe like around there.
Pull up imagine now.
I just watched the video back because I was trying to figure out what he was doing so close to me and it freaked. Like, I'm so disgusted and I feel like really violated, even though he didn't touch me, but it just feels really gross and weird.
I don't think she shows this in her video, but in another version of that video, another woman behind her was doing the same thing, looking at books while she gets sniffed by the same guy. As usual, her video became popular on TikTok, streaming in several stations.
Man who police say was captured on a TikTok video lurking near women at a Burbank bookstore has been arraigned in court. Investigators say 37-year-old Khalees Crowder is a person of interest in several other related prowling cases. Crowder was arrested Friday by Glendale police for allegedly peeping into the home last Sunday while a family was inside. Yesterday, Crowder pleaded no contest to those charges and will remain in county jail for 60 days. He must also complete 52 weeks of sexual impulse classes. He's due back in court September 14th.
She also addressed it on the news and her TikTok page about the situation, as well, warning men and women to look for this man.
Many people have come to me saying that they recognize the guy.
It felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. So I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual...
Pretending to be like crouching down by a bookshelf and then coming behind me and smelling me. And he does the same thing to another girl in the video as well.
I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me.
At least his name is out there, his face is out there, so people can be aware and cautious.
The reason why this annoys me also is because of America's law system. BC, this man was reels the next day. This made her pissed off. Plus, she gotten threats from the guy's friend, saying he knows where she lives.
Khalees Crowder is arrested once again for sniffing women's butts in Burbank, the same area that he sniffed me in Barnes & Noble and another woman that was in Barnes & Noble. And I find this crazy because I had seen him with my own two eyes not but 3 weeks ago. Blown away that he's allowed to be out and about doing the same thing that he always does, which is terrorize and stalk women in stores. Today he is reported as a suspicious man lingering in the women's section in Nordstrom Rack. By the time that the police had gotten there, he wasn't there, and the police had found surveillance footage in Walmart that showed him following women around and smelling their butts. He was arrested. He's on bail for $100,000. It looks like he's going to appear in court August 1st. The difference between then and now is that he is on parole, so he's violating his parole. He's also a registered sex offender, so really hoping that something more comes from this and they don't release him quickly, and he's held or put in some kind of system or program to keep this guy away from society. All he's doing is stalking and violating these women, and nobody is doing anything about it. Once you release him, you know what he's going to do. He has been doing this for 13 plus years. There's nothing that is going to scare him from doing this because he gets let out of jail after 2 days. They just don't seem to care enough about women's safety. It's sick. I really hope they actually do something about it this time. So this guy keeps claiming that he's Khalees Crowder's friend. He's going to find me. The first time he messaged me was shortly after the Barnes & Noble incident. He just claimed that he was going to find me and burn my house down or something along those lines. And at first it freaked me out, but then I just didn't really take it seriously. Just thought it was someone trolling me or something like that. And then more recently in one of my other videos, he commented saying that he's going to find me again. And then he added a picture of himself. So that also made me not believe it because it just seemed odd. Unless he has like mental health issues, I'm not sure. And now he's messaging me again, still claiming that he's Khalees Crowder's friend. Don't know if that's true. And that he's going to find me and do who knows what. I'm gonna go report it. I don't know who I should report it to. Burbank police. I don't live in Burbank, but because they have cases open about Khalees Crowder, I'm not sure if I should. I don't know. If anyone has any advice on this, that would be great. I just continue to block him, and then he finds somewhere to message me, so yeah.
Another TikTok creator also has some more information about this man.
Hey, happy Monday. Guess who got released from jail? Again. Khalees Crowder, aka Barnes & Noble sniffer, got arrested again and released again. So to recap, he was arrested, not for the sniffing incidents, actually for peeping and prowling. He's charged, he pleads no contest, he's sentenced to 60 days in jail. A day later, 1 day later, he's let out of jail. 24 hours after that, he's arrested again. Why? Because part of the terms of his release was he had to go to the police station and register as a sex offender, and he didn't do that. So he was arrested. And now he's been released again. I'm happy to tell you why, but I want to give something of a disclaimer. They say that nothing causes a brain aneurysm, but comedian Louis Black believes that hearing or seeing something extremely stupid that you can't stop thinking about may be the cause, and I'm kind of with him on that. So that being said, I want that disclaimer out here before I tell you the reason he was released. He walked out of jail Friday with Los Angeles County's District Attorney George Gaskin's office telling us they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute his latest alleged crime, failing to register as a sex offender. They didn't have enough evidence to prosecute him for failing to register as a sex offender. This isn't he's accused of robbing a convenience store and the witnesses can't quite ID him and there's no security footage. It's a registry. He had to go into a police station and register. He either did that and he's registered, or he didn't do that and he's not registered. And he was arrested for not being registered. And they said, not enough evidence of whether or not he registered? What? I know the problem is it's considered like a nonviolent crime. This was his 42nd arrest. He's done time for robbery and burglary, for peeping, for stalking. Remember, he stalked and harassed LA Laker Robert Ory's 14-year-old stepdaughter and was sentenced to 8 years in prison for that. Just like a little over a year ago, he was sentenced to a year in prison for exposing himself to a woman and manipulating himself while she was out walking a dog. Only a matter of time before he actually assaults someone. It's been alleged that he has prior. And you keep letting him out. What is it y'all need? What do you need? What do you need to put him away and get him into some sort of program that I don't know if it's going to take? but into some program where he mandatorily has to go through therapy. What do you need to do that? Let me know. I'll do anything I can to help.
What are you doing?
Oh no, I completely agree with this comment, especially with the things I've learned in less than 24 hours from posting that original video. Like, I've had multiple women reach out to me who said they have had experiences with this guy, and then another young lady posted the video she got of him doing the same thing to her in the same Barnes & Noble.
Hey, are you following me?
No. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as bad as that is, it gets even worse. Anyone know who this is? If you don't, this is Robert Horry. He played with the LA Lakers. In fact, he is a 7-time NBA champion and now does commentary for the LA Lakers. And someone reached out to me and said, "Hey, did you see his story post from today? Look familiar to anyone? Let me show you what he wrote. This man stalked my then 14-year-old stepdaughter over 13 years ago. He terrorized my family for months until he was arrested and sentenced to 8 years in prison. He is back in the area doing the exact same thing. Please share the story and warn your family, friends, daughters, sisters, mothers." And then he goes on to share Michaela's video from the Barnes & Noble. Why is this guy on the street? He stalked a 14-year-old. He stalked a minor for months. Got 8 years, got out. September of 2021, gets arrested, breaking in places, peeping in places, gets let out, does it right after being let out to another house. And now he's doing this. Multiple women in Burbank and Glendale talking about this guy, sniffing them, following them, making them uncomfortable. He is unfit for the public. He is a threat to the community. Lock him up and throw away the...
I just want to say this, as a young adult in college. This scares me. BC, the two women in the video were just minding their business. And then just get said out of nowhere that man deserves to rot in hell where he's from. I don't care if it's anywhere, he deserves everything that's coming to him. My actual final thought is this: I have no sympathy for him at this point. He should sniff men's asses in prison for all I care. As for the women in the situation, I'm praying for them and hoping they get the validation and justice they deserve from that creep. But what do you guys think about this situation? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, guys and gals, stay safe, stay well, and peace out till the next video.
Driving in my car right after a beer, hey, that